Hello, my Good Vibe tribe. It's Jory with the Blissful Knowing, numerologist, intuitive counselor, and happiness coach, here with our last guidance live stream of not only the year, but the decade. So that's pretty powerful. I'm just so grateful that I was able to make it on. I haven't been on in over 2 weeks, and I was actually feeling a little rusty for a second. I was like, can I do this? It's like, wait, I forgot what I need to do, which is so funny because I've done a live stream every week for about 2 years, I think. So this should be old hat for me. Hi guys, Lori, hi. All right, I have a list to cover, make sure I cover everything I want to say, which is very much the energy that we're moving into in 2020, which we've already shifted to December 8th. It's a very grounded, list-oriented, taskmaster energy. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm talking very slowly. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Kendra. Because the energy is very grounded. We were in 2019 was a 3-year, which is more of a scattered, fun, lighthearted year, very chatty. And I was in a personal year of 5, which is very fast paced. And so I did a lot of fast talking in 2019. And I feel that there's more air between my words right now, more grounded, which is good for everybody watching. So I also do, though, want to be a little bit quick because I don't know how much room I have on my phone. And with my last live stream, I ran out of storage space on my phone. I wasn't able to save it. I like to save these live streams and upload them to my YouTube channel. If you're not yet on my YouTube channel, please go and subscribe there because I may be doing more exclusive content on my YouTube channel. Hi, Helen. Hi, Christy. Okay. I think what I'm going to try and do to save time is to start shuffling and then cover everything in my notes, hopefully while I'm shuffling. Like I said, I really want to make sure I have enough storage space to save this video, so it needs to be as brief as possible, but you know how it goes. So we are going to do 4 cards from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards. What we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. Then we will go to our Blessing to Remember card from the Zen Blossoms Flowering Intuition cards and our Challenge to Embrace from the Love is Everywhere Hearts and Nature cards. All of these decks have been personally created by me. They are available on my website, theblissfulknowing.com. However, I am down to 9 or 8. I don't know. I'm not that great at keeping track of my inventory because it goes fast. Of these decks left, I'm down to 3 or 4, I think 3 of these. And I do have quite a few heart decks because I wanted to make sure that I had these for Valentine's Day because they're such a great Valentine's Day gift. So if you're interested in, maybe you got some cash for the holidays and you're interested in any of those decks, I have just a very limited inventory. Okay, let's see. Shuffling time. Yay! Let me see my notes. I definitely have a lot to say about the new energy, but I want to quickly say that I'm having a sale on intuitive sessions because this is a wonderful time for us to go over your numerology for 2020, your personal year, and what's coming up for you, and how that compares to last year. So I was guided to have a sale on all private phone sessions. They're called intuitive sessions, and it's an opportunity for us to go over your numerology, for you to ask me any questions, and well, ask your guides any questions, and I'm simply the messenger. And we sometimes go to the cards too for more advice. It's really uplifting and so much clarity comes through. It's wonderful. So $15 off all intuitive sessions. So with that discount, prices start at $29. Ooh, that card flipped and jumped, but it flipped face down, so I didn't see it. Love that. So the code for $15 off intuitive sessions is SAVE15. I will put that in the comments. And that is, it was originally through December 31st, but I've changed it now to January 1st. So New Year's Day. The sale goes through New Year's Day. And I also have a jewelry sale going on right now, 25% off all of my jewelry with the code GEM25. And that is also through New Year's Day. If you're on my mailing list, you have all that information too. Please come join my mailing list. You can do that on theblissfulknowing.com if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the homepage. Okay, so that's all that promotional stuff. Oh, well, I will say if you don't have your 2020 personal year forecast and you want one, now is definitely the time to get it so that you know what not only your personal year of 2020 is all about, but what your personal month of January is about. And I'm hoping to have a little time to go over. Whoa, did you see that? Oh crap, I hope it's not upside down. I hope it's face down. Hang on. I want to go up. Yes, you guys, we're having a good day because it's face down. Hang on. Okay, I want to be surprised. So I hope to go over January's energies a little bit. All right, so that's that. That's all my promo stuff. Haha, had to get that out of the way. So we had an eclipse on the 25th here on my side of the world, but it was on the 26th for a lot of people. And it was crazy because I really felt so good all day until right around that time, and I started to get really triggered. And an eclipse can shine the light on the darkness. So it can bring up some buried fears, deeply buried fears. And I've been working through that really all week. These fears have been coming up. And what we were left with on our last live stream as the What We Get card was clear the air. And we also had the challenge to embrace of release. So for these last few weeks, even before the eclipse, I was doing a lot of clearing, but especially after the eclipse, I was clearing all of those fears that were coming up. And in my sessions, a lot of fears are coming up, and the energy we're going into next year is a great opportunity to clear things too, because it's all about cleaning, clearing, getting things in order, but also getting to the root of things so things can be very much uprooted for us to clear out. So I always say that the energy we're going into, this 4 energy 2020, is a chance for you to dig up any, I like to say, invasive species in your garden. So we're clearing out anything that's in the way so that you can plant those seeds and have fertile ground, which is another thing that the 4 year is about, is a solid foundation. So we want to build a solid foundation. We don't want to build on foundations that are going to crumble or they're not healthy enough to sustain new growth. So we had the new moon in Capricorn, and the eclipse was 4 degrees of Capricorn. And remember, I'm a numerologist, not an astrologer, but I just learned how to figure out where the eclipse hits you in your astrology chart, which house it hits. So if we do a session and you want me to look that up for you, I can tell you what house the eclipse hit. For me, it's about family and identity were the houses that it hit, which it's my first house. And so that's pretty powerful. So 2020, really quickly, and I've got all our cards. I've mentioned this before, so I'm just going to go briefly because I really want to talk to you each one-on-one in a session and go over things more detailed with you. But the energy of 2020 is a 4 year, and the 4 is the builder. Now, we've also got Saturn in Capricorn, that whole story in astrology, which is also about structure and achieving accomplishment. So the astrology and the numerology. Oh, hi, Linda. That's awesome. Hi, Lauren. The astrology and the numerology are really syncing up. It is a more serious year, but it's a year where we can get so much accomplished. It's a year where we can have work opportunities and really, really, really get things in order. Really accomplish the things that have been on our list. And as I said, we were kind of in a relaxed 3 energy. It was more about fun and easy going, and I call it hammock energy. Chilling in the hammock 2019. Now it's time to get off our asses and to do the work. So we've rested up, and I'm over here with like Q-tips wet Q-tips in the corners. Right before I came on live, I'm like, oh, look at that dirt. And I'm scraping. I'm like, oh my God, 4 wants to clean, and it wants to get in the nooks and crannies. It really wants to get things done and in order. So if we can look at your personal year together, I can tell you where you're going to be able to build even more, because we've got the universal energy of building, but you've also got a personal year energy. So for me, I'm going into a year of home and family. So and community and healing others and nurturing others. So I want to build a healing community. I want to build things in regards to my home and family to strengthen the foundations there. So where in your life can you strengthen the foundation? Where can you solidify and create a solid foundation, whether it's in your health, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's in your work, whether it's in your partnerships, whether it's in your new business, whatever it is, you want to ask yourself, what is it that I want to build? And collectively, when we build, we are also building the new earth. We're on this new frequency where we can build very quickly what we want with clear vision. And 2020 is about clear vision. So hopefully you all have a clear vision of what it is that you want to build. Okay, let me start with the cards because I'm worried we're going to run out of time. But if we do connect, I forgot to mention that I have a 2020 focus session specifically for 2020 where we go over 6 different aspects of your life. So spirituality, health, romance, relationships, family. I forgot the other one, work, career. Oh, career, finances. I think I doubled one of them. And then I also have a card reading. If you don't want to do a private session and you just want a card reading, I can do the card reading, just the cards about those topics too. So all of that I will link in the bottom. Okay, here we go. Flipping cards finally. What we have, and I'm just leaving it really open. I'm so excited because I cleaned off that you can't see any of this, of course. You can't see the before and after, which is good. But I cleaned off everything on this table, part of the getting things in order. And I just feel like, fresh air. And I got a new box to rest our, it's so metaphorical, it's so synchronistic. I got a new box to rest our cards on because it was tilting. It wasn't on a solid foundation. So now we have a nice flat box, a nice stable display, which is very much for energy. So I'm leaving it very open. I'm not going to specifically say this is about 2020. I'm just asking what guidance do we need to know, and we'll just flow with it. I never know what the cards are going to say. So what we have, mission accomplished. Oh, that's delicious, you guys. We're ending a decade. Mission accomplished. And for me, I'm hearing right now, 2020 clear seeing again. We learned very much what it is that we want. We have clarity. We can clearly see the vision that we want for ourselves because we have lived the contrast. We have seen what we don't want, and we've seen quite a lot of what we don't want in the world. So we're very clear now about what we do want and what we want to build going forward. We know what didn't work, so we can turn our attention to things that will work and begin to build those. Mission accomplished, the end of the decade. Hopefully you are feeling more authentic. I feel that one of the biggest shifts we've had in the last few years is learning to shed the false self, to shed what is no longer us, and truly expand and evolve into the fullness of who we are. I know for myself that has happened. I've seen my clients emerge beautifully. I mean, most of the people that I'm talking to, my clients, we would say that 5 years ago, we would never believe that we would be able to become all that we have become. We don't even recognize ourselves if we look back. I was talking to somebody a few days ago about Facebook memories. And I said, oh, well, those Facebook memories when I first joined, it's like this shadow of myself. It's like a whisper. It's just this faint version of me, like a fraction of who I am. I can hardly even read those old memory posts because they just don't feel like they have the fullness of who I am. Okay, I can feel tangents and I gotta be quick. Darn it. Okay, so mission accomplished is what we have. That is so delicious. Congratulations are in order. You have come so far and learned so much. Take some time to reflect back on all you have become. Now that you have made such beautiful progress, it is time to take things to the next level. Perfect. Although a cycle is now complete, a new chapter awaits you with open arms. Give yourself the credit you deserve for all of your growth and carry this newly found confidence with you always. I'm also hearing those of you who have come to the awareness, which I hope I've been helpful in sharing this information, that you are a deliberate creator of your reality. You can create your reality deliberately. We're all creating our reality by default, but you can be intentional about what you create in your life. So for those of you that have been doing that and come into your mastery, we are all master genius creators, and you've seen how magical you really are. I feel like when it said, carry this newly found confidence with you always, remember how powerful you are. Remember that, because that is the energy that we need and that we're using to build this new earth together. So what we have is mission accomplished. That is so fantastic. Ooh, I'm just so happy about the way this reading is starting. Okay, let's see if we can get our display nice and pretty. Wait, how did I do this? I already forgot. See, I'm rusty. 2 weeks and I forget everything. Okay, so we have mission accomplished. Delicious. All right. Okay, so what do we want? What do we want? There is a blessing in this situation. Oh, yes. Yes. The contrast inspires the improved experience. That's what I say. So living what we don't want helps us to clearly identify what we do want. And collectively, there's a lot, like I said, that we see that isn't what we want. So we're going to shift things now, shift our vision towards what we do want. But if you're going through something here, this is telling us there is a blessing. Your current circumstances are a blessing in disguise. The benefits of this occurrence may not be obvious right now, but they will be revealed in time. Assigning a positive meaning to the situation will assist you in deriving the most positive effect from it. And I had a situation like this come up the other day. I had a plumbing issue and it was really stressful. I had people who really tried to rip me off, and I'm so grateful for my intuition, because they were trying to charge me 3 times the price of what I should have been charged for some plumbing repairs. Oops, I'm going to get the prettier version here, even though that one's not too scratched up. So that was a blessing in disguise, because it helped me realize how clear my intuition is, but also because when I did have the right person come out here, I showed him something else that was that I thought was broken, and it turns out it wasn't. And he was able to get it up and running again perfectly, and that was huge, because that saved me $500. I thought I might have to spend $500 to replace this plumbing thing, and it turns out I didn't. So that was a blessing in the situation that I didn't see at all. I needed that guy to come out here to do that little thing just so he could help me with the big thing. So that was exciting. And I love paying attention to those beautiful synchronicities and magical moments, because you can see how divinely supported you really are. And I went, oh, of course I'm aligning with my preferred reality in this moment, my improved experience, because of course I didn't want to pay $500 to have this thing fixed. And I wanted it fixed as fast as possible, and poof, fixed for free. It was awesome. Not even really fixed, because it wasn't even broken. But anyway, I thought it was broken. So what we need, break free. Ooh, guys, this goes so well with January's energies, which I haven't even had a chance to touch on. Break free. January's energies are 1 and 5. 1 is new beginnings and a focus on the self. 5 is freedom and change and living in the now. It's excitement. It's new excitement. January brings new excitement, new expansion. If you are doing anything entrepreneurial, 5 is great for that. If you are starting a new entrepreneurial venture, Kendra, wink, wink. Okay, break free. Let's see, where are you? Here it is, break free. Woohoo, that's what we need, guys. Break free. New experiences await you when you break free from the self-imposed chains you have created. You have the freedom to choose a new thought, a new feeling, a new life. It all begins with an intention for improvement. Life is responding to your beliefs. Release false ideas of limitation and lack to open yourself up to expansion and excitement. Change is the only constant in life. If you have been stagnant, life may be trying to push you in a new and better direction. Ooh, we need to break free. And a lot of the breaking free comes from breaking free from those beliefs that are keeping us in a mental state of limitation. Remember that this is self-imposed chains. So with this 4 energy, we're going into getting to the root of the issue. Family of origin work, we're really getting down deep and figuring out what these beliefs are that we're holding on to, where they may have stemmed from your childhood, whatever, so we can clear those out. And I've talked to you before that I had a root belief that my environment is a threat to me. I had this that I picked up in childhood. I had no idea that I was holding on to that. And everywhere I would go, there would be like toxic detergent smells or perfumes or cigarette smoke or loud noises. And it was just, I even had neighbors here for a while that were renting, that were causing all kinds of commotion. And once I realized that I had that belief and I saw how I developed that in childhood, it was like, whoa. I will just say I have great parents, so it's nothing to do with that. But once I removed that root belief, my entire life experience shifted, truly, truly shifted, because those beliefs are echoing out in your experience. They're polluting your experience, just like the invasive species is sucking all the nutrients out of your garden, out of your soil. And so we've got to clear those out. That's a huge part of the 4 energy, is clearing out what doesn't work. Okay, so break free. This is the time when the eclipse is shining the light in the darkness. So all this stuff is kind of getting uprooted. It's like lifting up the rug and seeing what's under there, looking at those deeply buried fears that are now coming to the surface, recognizing them for what they are, which is fear, but really understanding where those fears came from and working to clear those out. And this is my specialty. That's why I want to have this sale for you guys, $15 off intuitive sessions, so we can do that, so we can start the year off as clear as possible for you. So you need to break free, and it's a mental thing. It's a self-imposed chains. It's mental. There may be some physical things too that you need to break free from. Maybe it's a job that is not built on a solid foundation because it's not enough. It's not authentic to. It's not the kind of work that feels like it's a match to you anymore. Or maybe it's a relationship that has served its purpose, but self-imposed chains, taking responsibility and accountability, that you have the ability to unlock your own cage. You have the ability to step out of that prison that you have created for yourself. Okay, you get to choose, I'm hearing. You have choices. And it first starts with shifting your mentality. A miracle is a shift in perception. Okay, hi Sherry. All right, so oh, awesome, Lori. I'm so glad that this is resonating for you. What we get. Incoming messages. Okay, incoming messages. I feel like, are the messages going to come through me talking to you in a private session? That would be awesome. I don't know. Incoming messages is about our intuition. Let me just get the... Is it going to be in here? Let me just read it and then I'll get the other one. Incoming messages is what we're going to get. Your higher self is in constant communication with you. However, we must learn to recognize the intuitive whispers that are repeatedly being sent our way. Messages come through many avenues, such as gut feelings, symbols, song lyrics, random subjects being brought up in conversations, and more. Pay attention to the signs that are doing their best to get you to notice them. They are life's guiding lights along your path, and they are here to lead you in the direction of your desires. Incoming messages, and I'm also hearing that there's been some incoming messages in the past. If you look back, you can see how you were led, synchronicity, things are happening for you. You can see that you've been supported. So pay attention to your gut. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Be in the present moment or you could miss it. incoming messages. Life is trying to guide you, always there guiding you, but you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. So that's one of the beautiful, I don't want to say ascension symptoms, beautiful benefits, effects of this new energy that we're in, the higher frequency energy that we've shifted into. We're becoming more of who we really are, which is highly intuitive beings. So highly sensitive and more tapped into our intuition, which is why the decks are so great to work with, because they really help you strengthen your intuitive muscle. So things are going to come at us from all directions. They're always coming towards us, but we need to pay attention. And there may be some literal messages, some communications coming, some emails, phone calls. That too can be more literal. But pay attention, especially for me, a lot of times it comes through songs. And just yesterday, I found a bunch of songs that are really positive, all about miracles and having faith. I happen to be going into a personal month in January of keeping the faith. So I thought how perfect that timing is. I'm going to be listening to those songs like a little theme song, like a little soundtrack to keep me positive, extra positive. Okay, so our blessing to remember from the Zen Blossoms is fluidity, and that is very, very appropriate because we're going into the 5 energy in January. It's 1 and 5. Those are our energies for the month in January. You also have a personal month energy in January. If you have your 2020 personal year forecast, you can read about the energy of January for your personal month, how that affects you. But we all have universal energies of 5. And 5 is about living in the moment and going with the flow because it does change. It's very fickle. It goes up and down, back and forth, side to side. It can be a little chaotic, a little whirlwindy, but because we have this 4 energy of 2020, that keeps us more grounded and solid. So I don't think it'll be as crazy as it was this year when we had 5 energy and it was like, oh my God, chaos from every angle. And 5 does like to throw a lot at you, but this is just telling us to continue flowing and letting life guide you with these incoming messages. Flow and trust and stay open to the guidance. That is our blessing to remember, is that flowing, going with the flow is a good thing. Living moment by moment. Okay, our challenge to embrace from the Love is Everywhere deck. Endurance. Oh yes, I think I can. Does anyone remember that book from my childhood about the train? I think I can. Endurance is very much a 4 energy word. Endurance. 4 is about hard work, one foot in front of the other, nose to the grindstone, building that foundation one brick at a time. This is actually taken close to my house. There's a park and there's this rock wall, and it looked to me like this little heart rock had climbed the mountain, and it's almost at the top. And these reminded me, these big boulders, of the pressure of the outside world coming down on top of you and to the side. But no, keep going. We can do it. So 4 energy gives you endurance. 2020, to make things happen one step at a time, to build that foundation, to accomplish the tasks that need to get done. Whether that means you're building a foundation for health, maybe you want to lose weight. So this could be about your steps, your exercise. Every day a little more, you're doing a little bit more, you're making more progress, you're burning more calories, you're eating a little more healthy, whatever it is. Or maybe you're building a new website, and that's something that you have to do a little bit at a time and every day until it's built, until you accomplish your goal. We've got this Capricorn energy, which is all about achieving the goals, and Saturn wants to structure things. So we're creating and building and achieving, and the challenge to embrace is to trust that you have the endurance to make it to the finish line. And I'm saying that, and I'm feeling the power of that, and it resonates personally for me too, because there's definitely some finish line things that I want to achieve and accomplish this year, and it's been quite a long process, a couple years in the making. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be the year that I'm going to cross that finish line. And I do have quite a bit of tasks to accomplish little by little to get that things done. I'm already thinking too that I want to work on my taxes this coming week. I'm like, let's get that done. That's very forward. It's like, whatever needs to get done, let's get it done. Let's get her done. That's the energy. I hope you're feeling it. You may have shifted now. 2020 might be a personal year of relaxation where you just came out of a hard year. So you may be feeling even lighter now. It might be the total opposite for you. This is why it's so important to look at your personal year and the universal year energy together. Because you could be in a lighthearted year now going into one, and it could be about building a social life, building a social community. It could be that. We'll just have to look together and see. Anyway, endurance is our challenge to embrace. Hi, Anne. And this all makes so much sense for me. I hope it resonates for you guys. To wrap things up, I really hope that we can connect. I know many of you have already purchased your 2020 focus reading that we will be doing soon over the phone. I really would love to help you get some clarity about what this year means for you and help you let go of any of the beliefs that may be blocking, any of the resistance that may be blocking you from building what it is you want to build in your life. Valentine's Day is coming up. Just briefly reminding you guys, I do have a beautiful children's book called Love is Everywhere, a heart-spotting adventure tale based on my true story of finding hearts in nature everywhere. It teaches kids about heart spotting. There's hearts hidden through all the pages, all the illustrations in the book. Trying to find one of my favorite scenes here. Beautiful children's book. And I have my Fun Family Tree, which is my new children's book. I have 3 or 4 of these left. If you want that, you can buy one and add on the other as a bundle. And I also have these really cute little heart, I don't have it in front of me, these really cute little faceted heart necklaces for little girls. So for Valentine's Day, the book and the little heart necklace would be such a cute gift. And even the main character in my Fun Family Tree wears a heart necklace too throughout the book. We had to put that in there. Anyway, guys, I will remind you, $15 off all intuitive sessions. The code is SAVE15 through New Year's Day. And my jewelry sale, 25% off all jewelry. The code is GEM25. That's through New Year's Day. And if you don't yet have your 2020 personal year forecast, those are available on theblissfulknowing.com, along with my new 2020 offerings, which are card readings and phone sessions, all with a focus on 2020. So great to see you guys. I wish you a beautiful new year. I hope to be on soon. Please check out my YouTube channel and my mailing list. I'll put all of that in the comments. I can't think if there's anything else I want to tell you except thank you. Thank you for a wonderful year of 2019, creating a beautiful community, the Good Vibe Tribe, being here every week with me. Please say hi if you're watching the replay. And if you've never said hi before and you're watching these every week, I would love to hear from you. Just a quick hi or a happy new year or whatever, or a little emoji would be awesome, just so I know who you are. Thank you, Kendra. And I appreciate each and every one of you and all of your support. I feel like it's been a positive year, 2019, and I feel like it's going to build on itself. The more powerful we realize we are, the more beautiful things we can create in the world. So 2020, let's create some magic and a beautiful new earth, a healthy new earth filled with love and compassion. That is my wish. That is what I want to build. And thank you for building it with me. Bye, my friends. See you next year.